Hi, hello everyone. How's everybody doing? I am Michelle with Belle Creations, and this is the Crafty Bunch last minute gift ideas. Woo-wee! I said I was ready. And I am. I'm just like cutting it really close today. So let's get going. I've watched several people. Everybody has done some really cool stuff. So, oh my goodness. Yes, like I feel even shaky. Thanks, Cheryl. That's why I was running around like getting some things at the last minute that I didn't think of until the last minute. We're all human, right? Praise the Lord. So, I'm not sure. Oh, and my camera was not in the right position, so I had to do some finagling there. So I hope that you guys have gotten some good ideas today, and that you have, found some things that you thought, gosh, that's a really cool thing. Maybe even first, something other than Christmas, right? So this is what I've come up with as a last minute gift, and I've got a couple of options here because why is that weird? Oh, doggone it. It's doing the same thing again where it's not in. Let me see if I can get it to do it. Sorry, guys. I just want it to be, in where it's not so little so that you can see it better. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be cattywampus. All right, that's a little bit better, I think. I hope. And I bet you guys couldn't hear me while I did that either. I was trying to talk to you, but that is the camera that has the audio. Hey, Linda. Hey, Jennifer. Hi, you guys. Thanks so much for being here. My name is Michelle, and my business is Belle Creations. I'm going to go ahead and switch these. So I just poured these really quick. This is a big one, so let's see if it's ready. It's still a little bit tacky. I'm going to set that aside. See what we have here. So my idea was, hey, Callie. Hey, is it Bobby? Thanks for being here. Hi, Heidi. Hi. I loved your idea. If you guys, I hope you guys are watching through the Crafty Bunch. If you're not, go ahead and go on over there and you can catch me there, and then you'll be able to catch Linda, who's on right after me. It helps us all out when you watch through the group, if you can. Okay, so this, so these are frames. My idea was that, I don't know, last minute dinner party, maybe somebody's in town that you used to go to high school with or something like that. My idea was to do a frame of some kind with something. Hey, Kathy, thanks for joining. Hi, Linda. Linda's up after me, you guys. To make it kind of personal, so I ran through and I found this is my grandma and her daughters, my mom and her daughters, and me and my daughters. So you can sense a theme here. I didn't intend to do that, but that's where we are. So I thought, if you're going to see someone at a dinner party, this would be something that you could put over a bottle of wine, just to little personal gift, maybe your favorite photo with the other person. I also have these wood folder frames. I want to say I got these in a bulk thing at Michael's. It was a class that I did back when I had my brick and mortar, and I've got a lot of them left over. But this hangs on my fridge. This is obviously pretty old. Me and my son is now 35. Today, my daughter is 32. Right? Is that right? 32? Yes. 31, 27, I want to say. So this is one of my favorite Mother's Day pictures. I just, yes, I do make journals too. Yes, that's generally what I do. And I was going to also suggest for a last minute gift, I have a paper subscription box that we create journals and different paper crafts from. And I feel like a subscription is a wonderful last minute gift. And if you put #paperpack in the comments, then you'll get a message with some information about that. So now that I've kind of calmed down a little bit, I was running like crazy. This is still really soft. So I'm going to scooch that aside, and I'm going to start cutting this stuff out. Woo, I can relax into having fun with the craft now, right? I also am giving away a Christmas journal. So, you can put #journal giveaway, and you'll get a link to sign up to be entered into that contest. And I just finished it today, Linda, and all you people that have entered. This is it. Why can't I ever figure out which way to go? Okay, so yeah, this is the cover. It's full of all kinds of yummy good stuff. So if you want to enter to win that, feel free. Feel free. I'd love to have you. Okay. So this could be a little ornament. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. I'm going to show you because I love this picture. Ooh. Okay. This is just the sisters. This is my Aunt Twyla, my mom, and my Aunt Wilma. And I'm pretty sure this is Christmas morning because my mom has a baby doll. My Aunt Wilma has a baby doll, and I don't really know what my Aunt Twyla is holding there. But these pictures I printed off, but I did spray them. So I don't have a fancy printer. I did take just a clear coat and spray the top of the paper first. I've not really had problems with bleeding, like ink bleed and stuff like that. But I know that you can, and I just, generally speaking, I don't want to risk it. So I usually spray it. I've heard you could spray with hairspray. Can anybody verify if that's true? I'm not sure. Hey, thanks for getting in on that. Oh my gosh, Kathy, I agree. Yes. It's funny how I come from furniture painting, kind of the furniture painting world and mixed media. And, that led me to the journaling. And I mean, I felt like it there too. Like you think you know. You think you know all the people. You do not. Right? Because every single day almost you can get I forgot to grab a prank bush, guys. You can get somebody asking you, hey, do you watch so and so or so and so? And you're like, no. No, I do not. I'm gonna leave these over here. Okay, I'm gonna use Heavy Body Gel to attach this. One, it's on my desk. Two, if you were using a cardstock or something, Heavy Body Gel is definitely going to ensure that it's on there and it ain't going anywhere. I use Heavy Body Gel to attach molds to projects and stuff. Like if you were going to put it on the cover of your journal, Heavy Body Gel just does a really good job of adhering. And I am using the glossy. I have glossy and I have matte. And the reason I'm using the glossy here is simply because the glossy dries clear and the matte has a bit of a, like a frosted appearance. Actually, I use the matte through stencils on glass and it looks like etched glass. Hey, Lori. Hi, Bev. So, my idea was to do, to pick out a picture of the person that you're wanting to gift to, of you guys together, or a picture that means a lot to them, or anything like that. And I have that wooden one, and I also thought, so if you guys thrift, which if you're watching, all us crafters, you probably do, these kind of frames like this, like every now and then you come across these cool frames that don't have anything in them. You can easily trace that and, put a great picture of you and your friend in something like this. And that would be a great gift too. Okay, let's cut out another one while that one's drying. I really had, this one has my grandmother in it. There's my grandma. And there's my mom. My mom and my Aunt Mama. Isn't that cute? And, everybody, I don't know if you remember the, this was probably around 75, 76, the perm happening there. So, it could just be really fun. Here's me and my sister. That might be a fun one. Alcohol, which is flammable. Are you talking about the Heavy Body Gel, Martha? Hi, Lori. The matte is matte. Yes, it is. I would say yes. I think that, like, you'll see it on this one. The glossy, since I used a brush to put it on there, you can really see my brush marks. I feel like that kind of stuff is maybe even a little bit more noticeable on the glossy than the matte. But you could always use like a sponge situation. So I'm going to use this one here. I'm just using my nail to see where to cut on these. I didn't plan this because I was thinking these were just easily accessible. You know, I've used these pictures before. But I was thinking about trying to find some of me and my girlfriends. I just didn't get to it in time, guys. Yeah, I feel like if you're asking Linda, because sometimes a lot of things that are matte aren't really matte, right? There's a little bit of sheen to them. A lot of times what I'll do, and you can do this on paper. I've done it on paper, just as much as like an upcycling thing. But after you use the product, if there's too much sheen for you, you can go over the top with wax. And to me, the wax kind of dulls that. If there's a shine, if there's too much of a shine for you. And you know, another thing that would be fun, we all we don't all use them maybe, but we've probably all seen the Tim Holtz paper dolls. I mean, there's nothing saying you can't cut out a picture of somebody and do that same type of thing with. How cute would that be? Like, I have a feeling that my granddaughters would think that was hilarious. And my grandkids pretty much know, you know, that when they come over here, we're probably going to craft. We're probably going to craft something. I really want them to know that, you know, there's no right or wrong. And my grandkids always, they never cease to amaze me how they dive right in without any hesitation. Do you guys find that too? When it comes to kids, I mean, you or I, we watch people create and we might have this this fear of doing something wrong. Not kids, boy. Oh, what is that? Ink, paint, marker? Let me have that. They just go to town. They experiment, you know, to figure out what they want to do with it. Where we are more apt to be afraid to do something wrong. So I don't want them to lose that. Oh, yeah, try the wax and see if you like that. I've used several different, or I know that there are several different kinds of Mod Podge, you know. So I don't know if you've tried them all or not, but I know that there are a lot of them. I like the pen art products. I sell the pen art products, and I have used the DIY products, Paint Pixie products, but I've not found one that is completely truly matte. I bet you also that you could do the same thing with the spray. If you have a spray that you like that's truly matte, you might be able to go over top with a spray. Does anybody out there? I know, right, Lori? Yeah, the kids think. I mean, and I have to check myself sometimes because I'm like, oh, hey, yeah, you know. I really, and my poor kids, you know, they didn't have the benefit of my age and wisdom now, and they, you know, had to suffer through me being picky about, you know, if I could go back in time, that is certainly one thing I would change about that kind of stuff, you know, this kind of stuff that we did for school projects or whatever that they had to do. And I would be all up in their business, all up in their business, wanting it to be a certain way, or, you know, not letting them have as much freedom as I would now. And I know if you're new to me, I know I was in the middle of a sentence and now I can't remember, but that's par. That's par for the course for me. I'll think of it at some point, probably when I'm talking about something else. Okay, let's see. How's our first one looking? Oh my gosh, my mom is going to die. I mean, because, you know, I'm probably going to give these to her. Okay. I have to wait on those because I do want to have some fun with the painting of them and stuff. Yes, it is. The gel is also a sealer. It is, well, I mean, you can see the stuff that's on the side here, probably. Like this heavy body gel, I don't see anything that I have right here, but I have used it to attach molds to wood and to you know, those boxes that look like books, but they're really a box. Like you can put molds on those. I've used them for that. Put molds on frames. It's for real. It's for real stuff. All right. I'm gonna grab some paint because, like I said, they're at the end. I was rushing around. I thought I was all ready. Grab a couple of colors of paint. Sorry, guys. There we go. I'm looking for some of the colors I want. Okay. Surely I can get her done with this amount of stuff, right? Okay. I even brought my hot glue gun. I even got that sucker out in case we wanted to go ahead and like this one actually has, it's actually on my refrigerator, and I have these huge magnets glued on there so that it will stay on my fridge, and I brought some of those magnets over. But these I picture more with ribbon, being hung like with ribbon. So I think I'm just going to start off, get this out of the way. I like to use my little area here. I'm just going to start off with some white. And kind of a creamy white. And then I'm just kind of basically going up in color, like, you know, from light to dark, just very neutral things there. And I definitely I'm not one to only use one color ever when I paint. Oops. The paint that's coming off of my paintbrush, what that tells you is that I let it sit in water too long. So these, if you ever use resin to make molds, even after they're all the way done, you can use one of those eyelet type screws, you know, where it's like an eyelet on top and it has the threads like a screw. I have just taken those and screwed them right into the top of these. It can be done. And I'm not, I mean, even though this is a black and white picture, I'm not using any blacks or grays on purpose because I kind of feel like from trial and error, I suppose, that it's just too harsh, you know. I will probably use black wax on this to bring out the details. And then it'll get the same, you know, kind of look as the photograph with the black and white. Of course, I just printed this on my printer, so I probably could have warmed it up some, you know. And I am just, I don't know if you, yeah, you guys can see, I'm just like grabbing all the colors. So there's a, I don't know, a bit of a variation. I got 20 minutes. Yeah, I usually do paper crafts, but you know, something like this, you wouldn't have to do a photograph, but how cool would that be on the cover of a journal, right? That would look really cool. I'm kind of digging how there's this ombre thing happening. So I'm just grabbing a little bit more of the dark, getting it on a little bit thicker in this one corner. There we go. And this one, I think I'm going to go all with the dark as like the base. All of my other waxes are out in the living room because everyone's coming to our house, and my where my TV, the little console thing my TV sets on. I re-waxed it because it was looking, old. And I was like, I bet I can bring some life to this just by waxing it. So I waxed that. And then, of course, that led to me waxing one of the hutches I painted. And so all of that is still out there. I'm glad to know I had a great idea, Kathy. Or I guess I'm assuming you're talking to me. Oh, and going back to perms there, Lori, I don't know. My hair is very curly. If you've watched me for any amount of time, you've seen my hair natural and it's very curly. When I think of the amount of money I wasted on perms in the 80s and 90s, right? I do believe my hair got curlier with each child. And one of my daughters has super curly hair, always has, and one of them she's got 3 kids and her hair is just getting curlier and curlier. And I'm like, this is what you have to look forward to. Okay, so this one is all in this. This is called Prairie Gray, this color. I'm going to try and move it around because there's all of these details. Okay, and then I'm going to take the lighter over the top of this one. And then I did bring, because we have on our bumblebee pins that my mom has told the story several times of how she saved and saved to get us those bumblebee pins from Avon. And I remember that bumblebee pin, you opened it up and it had perfume. Really, Linda? This is DIY paint, so it's a clay-based paint, which, I mean, I haven't rinsed my brush or anything. I'm just going in with this Queen Bee color. It's just my favorite paint. I've used several kinds, several different brands. It's my favorite. It is easy to blend. You can reactivate it. You don't have to prime. I mean, a lot of people use primer on things. You don't really have to do that with this paint. It's just a very easy paint to work with, I find. I am taking this cream color is called Crinoline, and it has a really yellow undertone. Whoop. And I'm going to try and do the same kind of thing we did with this one with the ombre kind of look and go from the light to the dark there. Ooh, I hear my husband. He was live downstairs. Tommy! Tommy!
Yeah.
Will you bring me that wax?
Will I bring you what?
That furniture wax stuff. Please. Thank you very much. That's soap.
Do you need brushes?
No. Thank you. He brought me 2 waxes and soap. But, you know, it was still super nice, right? Still super nice of him to bring it to me. Yours has stayed the same. That's good. That's a good way to say it. I stopped coloring my hair. You can't really see, but I've got lots of gray going on, and you know what? I love it. I absolutely love it. And the more I get, the more I love it. So there, that one, it looks very yellow on where I'm looking at it on there. It's not quite that yellow because I didn't rinse out that beigey color, that tan color. Oh, I know. There they are. I'm like, I know I have baby wipes. So since I forgot a lot of stuff, hey Diana. Yay, Tommy, that's right. This is like on a regular basis. You guys, I can be so lazy. That's just the truth of it. So you know, I don't want to get up and get stuff if I don't have to. Once I'm in here, I want to stay in here and do what I want to do. Obviously, I will if I have to. But I'm just taking this baby wipe and getting the majority of the color off. See? Lazy. When I call myself lazy, oh, who was it? Somebody was like, I think that you're just, you know, creative. Ingenuity, show ingenuity. So now I'm just taking the whitest and the cream and just kind of dabbing in both of them. And I'm just going to go over the top of this. I'm a little bit impatient. The darker color isn't completely dry. And hey, Pauline. Thanks for hopping on. I can't remember what I was saying. Pauline distracted me. So earlier we were cheering Tommy. I can't see the picture. I'm assuming that's my Pauline, and she would be the one responsible for bringing Tommy into this world. So it's a good thing he helped me, or he would have had to answer to her. If he'd have said no, he would have had some reckoning coming. White on frame. Sorry, Linda. I don't know. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what that means. You'll put me straight though. I know I can count on you for that. Okay. So, oh gosh, why can't I ever figure out? So my mom and her sisters, let's see, I bet that's probably about 1951. So my mom's birthday is the day after Christmas. And this this is Christmas, so she was probably getting ready to have a birthday. Yeah. Bobby, yes. But I knew he would know because I left it all setting out there. I mean, I knew he would know, but yeah, and definitely there are certainly times when that's the case. I'm just doing the same thing with this one with the white because I don't know, we got on our little yellow and white gingham dresses here, so. You know, what's funny, Pauline, about you being on here is that I was rushing looking for pictures. These were already loaded, and I came across some pictures, and I almost used one of you and Weldon. Okay, so there's that on this one. I'm gonna hit this with the dryer real quick. You guys, I've only got 5 minutes. I mean, you guys get the gist of it, right? I am going to hang these with ribbon. I want to kind of, let's see if I can get this up. That would have been okay, yeah. Oh man, Lori, I definitely I love looking at pictures. I love looking at pictures. So Tommy asked me if I wanted the brushes too. He brought me paint brushes, not wax brushes. I don't expect him to know that difference. And I'm just going to do this little corner with the clear wax. So that I can there's the magnets I was going to use. So that I can quickly show what the black wax over the top of that will look like. And then you guys, Linda is on right after me. So, be sure you're in the Crafty Bunch and refresh your page there. And she is actually our last presenter for today. It was going to be a lot longer day, but I think that we had some cancellations maybe or something. So I'm going to get in these crevices here. And normally I would let the clear wax set a little longer than this, but and of course you can use dark wax too. I like the black wax. I like dark wax too for certain things, but and then when the wax dries, the finish will lighten up again more like it was here. But the wax, while it's seeping in, it deepens the color. So that will be the look when it's all done, when it's all said and done. And then, of course, I will wax the other two as well. But yeah, consider for a last minute gift, you know, a picture, something like that. I think that's a kind of a personal, you know, a personal gift. I suppose if you were going to a Christmas party with a boss or something like that, it may not it may not be that kind of thing, but you could always do like a vintage Santa or something like that, print it off and put it over, you know, a bottle of wine, like I said in the beginning, something like that. But I love pictures, I love frames. So yeah, always fun, always a good idea, I think. So again, you guys, my name, and also again, like I said, a subscription box is a great Christmas present, great last minute gift, and you can do hashtag paper pack in the comments, and also hashtag journal giveaway, and that will send you a message to get entered to win the Christmas journal that I showed earlier, right here, this one, whatever side, yeah, there we go. So thank you guys so much for coming and joining me this afternoon. I appreciate it. I always appreciate it when you guys hop on with me. And I will see you next time. Thanks, Bobby. I appreciate that. Merry Christmas to you too. Merry Christmas to everyone. And I will see you next time. I am live Monday, which is tomorrow. Tomorrow night, I will be announcing the winner of that journal. So it's kind of your last opportunity to get in on that. So, all right, guys, Linda's up next. I will see you later. Bye.